Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I want to pour some coasters and I prepared my resin. I'm using the ultra cast resin, 40 grams of it for my white, and I had 4 drops of the pigment drops and I added a little bit of the interference rose. Here I have my resin inks. It's the Enzian from Octopus Fluids and the grape purple from Etta Art. So I need to clean the nozzles, as you can see, because when you haven't used them for a while, you have those crusts of the resin inks on your nozzle, and if you don't clean them, then you have those little pieces in your resin piece, and I want to avoid it. So these are the struggles you sometimes have. Then I can take my resin, like I said, it's the ultra cast resin, medium viscosity resin, which I purchased from Etta Art. It has a working time from 1 hour, and I need to stop again because I noticed there was something in my mold. So I need to clean my mold. So I had a few struggles about this, and anyway, then I saw in the other molds still a little bit of dust, and that's a problem when you have a cat. All the cat hair is on your jumper, and then you need to make sure that your mold is okay. And sometimes you don't see it straight away, but anyway, I have here some struggles, like I said, but now I can continue pouring my clear resin. I don't know, I have a frog in my throat, so I'm sorry for my voice. I also just come home from work and I still needed to make this voiceover before I can, go and collect my boyfriend because he's at his grandchildren. And so I hope my voice is gonna be normal in a bit. But anyway, I try to fill the molds up till a third. The molds are 8 millimeter deep, so it's round about maybe 2.5, 3 millimeters I'm pouring in there. And then I'm taking my dotting tool and I try to get rid of the bubbles. You will see it in a second. Just taking the dotting tool and going around the edges of this mold. It always takes a little bit, before you have everything sorted and clear, that you can really start pouring. And I hope you don't mind that I take you through the whole process. Anyway, I have Gary sitting here with me. I hope he will behave. He hasn't seen me the whole day because I just come back home from work and I still needed to do the voiceover for my video. So let me tell you a little bit about this pour. I made a leftover pour a few days ago and I liked the result very much. And then I didn't film the leftover pour, but then I thought, I try to make a video and see what the outcome is gonna be. So anyway, I start with the grape purple and I'm just randomly, drop the resin inks into my mold. You see it there. Then I'm also taking the Enzian, the blue tone. It's a beautiful blue tone. And I'm also dropping. What I didn't consider at that moment was that maybe these colors are a little bit too dark. So this is something I can already tell you, even though the result I think is very beautiful. But I'm sure I will be doing this again, this technique, maybe also in a bigger mold, but using some lighter colors. I think this might be better, but I will see. There will be anyway another video about this, what I'm doing, and I will see the outcome then. So I'm dropping here. Maybe I also dropped too much. I'm not sure, but you saw that I was randomly dropping. And now I'm taking my clear resin again and I'm drizzling the clear resin on top. So this is what I did in my test pour as well with my leftover, and I actually like the result. I don't know if it's necessary, but I think when you use clear resin, which is now roundabout, yeah, that my mold is filled up till maybe 2 millimeters from the rim, it gives mainly a lot of depth when you add more clear resin. So I will see. And like I said, I want to test more about this technique. And so far, I'm also a little bit inspired by Pure Pour by Nicole. She made a beautiful pour. I think she also called it reverse Larimar, where she was doing so. But now the step is different from her pour, what I'm doing. I'm just going in a spiral, as you can see. Just doing the spiral. And this I'm doing for all the 4 coasters. Just there as well. And I let my resin work for a little bit. But first, all the 4 coasters need to have the spiral. It takes a while, you know, but I always enjoy the pours which are not, you know, which are not taking only 5 minutes, but which take a little bit longer. And I also love to have a same design for 4 coasters. So you have a complete set. This is something I like to do very much. Anyway, so now it's done. And I forgot to put some glass stones or anything for the center. So I'm just, you know, without being too careful, I just place them into the center. And I don't mind if a stone is a little bit aside. So maybe with this kind of pour, it will look nicely. And now I'm taking clear resin again. And you see, I'm filling up my mold to the rim. So that it's a little bit doming. With the ultra cast resin, you have this little bit of a dome, but you need to be careful not to overfill your mold. So this is sometimes the trick, and that's why I'm not pouring so quickly, because I don't want everything to overfill and to have a complete mess. So I'm very curious how this is going to work and if my center is going to close and what the resin is doing now. But I'm very hopeful that something will happen. Now I'm taking again a few of the glass stones because some really moved because of the push of the clear resin. And I just add a little bit more and then I work them in with my dotting tool. I love the colors. It looks already very nice from the pouring side. So I'm really hoping to achieve a nice effect on the other side. But yeah, let me just work in all the glass stones. This also takes a while. And you know, guys, sometimes it's really difficult to show you something. I put it in brackets, new. I don't know if this is new. So it could be also a technique someone already poured. But for me, it's new. So it's sometimes really difficult to think about something, you know, you have not seen or you have not seen for a very long time. And yeah, I guess it's the same for many artists out there, but I hope, you know, we all can still inspire you. Anyway, so now you see a little time lapse because I wanted you to see it, because you see the center is closing and I'm very happy about it. And now there's the next day. It's actually 2 days later because I was not home and I can demold. So I was very patient, but I had no other chance because, like I said, I was not home. And I'm very curious how this is going to turn out. It is very dark from that side. And let's see how the other side is. And it looks darker than it is because I demolded in the morning where I didn't have such a good light. But you will see it at the end result later. And what you also maybe see, there are some scratches on the surface. It's an old mold. I used it already so many times. And yeah, of course I have marks. But look at the effects. I really like it because the center is completely different than the outside. And I just let the resin do what it needed to do. I didn't use the heat gun. I only sometimes torched some bubbles. And yeah, really like it. But I think this technique can be improved, that you have really like a flower design as well. But anyway, now there is the close-up of all the effects I achieved, and I really like it. And in fact, the colors are very beautiful together, the blue and the dark purple. I really like it a lot. And I wonder which of the coasters it's your favorite. I love, for instance, this one a lot because it's like two different designs. You have like the splash or like a webbing, and outside you have, really different way the colors are poured. And this one also, I really like this. And now you hear Gary, scratching because I think he wants to go out. So anyway, with these, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and please take good care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.